increased attacks by members of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, on security facilities and personnel in the southeast and south-south regions is for sinister motives, a top security circle source has revealed. The top source, which has been deeply involved in events in the two regions in recent months, revealed that the renewed onslaught being unleashed by Eastern Security Network, the militant wing of Ipob, was clearly to clear the way for members of Ambazonia Republic to ship arms to the southeast for the purpose of prosecuting the secession plot by Ipob. The source said, of course, we have since discovered that the increased killing of security personnel and the destruction of police stations and prisons, as well as the offices of the Independent National Electoral Commission in the southeast and south-south regions, is to pave the way for the shipment of large cache of weapons in the region for use by Ipob to actualize Biafran agitation. The killings and destruction of what the group sees as possible challenge to its sinister plot are meant to create fear and force security agencies to withdraw along the Cross River, Abia, Anambra, Imo, Enugu rivers corridors and create a seamless route for fighters from Cameroon to bring in arms and ammunition to help actualize Biafra secession. The killing of policemen and officers and the dismantling of police stations and prisons, as well as INEC offices along the Cross River axis, would not have happened if the illegal group had not perfected nefarious plots to flood the area with illegal arms so as to actualize its treasonable ambition. But the annoying thing is that when they engage in illegal acts and attack, kill and destroy government institutions, they mischievously blame those attacks on Fulani S-men. Like, seriously? Unknown gunmen, hoodlums and what have you, just to whip up sentiment among Nigerians and escape the blood on their hands. But the discovery of the fresh plot by the group has heightened fresh security alerts in the south-south and southeast to prevent a breakdown of law and order, giving the boldness of the terrorists to unleash coordinated attacks on police stations and personnel in the areas in recent weeks. The onslaught against government security facilities and personnel have increased steadily in recent months. That the Abia State government on Sunday raised the alarm that it had uncovered plots by some elements to carry out an attack in the state. But in a quick reaction, Ipob accused South-East governors Ãþ⁰Ns and some traditional rulers in the zone of conniving with the federal government to blackmail its members with reports of phantom attacks and for helping to identify those they regard as dissidents for possible clampdown and prosecution. Spokesman for Ipob, Imam Powerful, had described the allegation against the group as a plot to tarnish the image of the group's militant wing, Eastern Security Network, before the world and subdue its goals. The top security source posed some questions for Ipob and their backers, saying if they are peaceful as they try to portray themselves, why the need for weapons? You claim you are non-violent, yet you admit you are making weapons. What are the weapons for? Their main aim in all the attacks is to achieve secession, working with a group fighting for Ambazonia Republic in the Republic of Cameroon. The narrative of the herdsmen is meant to serve as a distraction. You see, police, from the major issue. What is actually happening is secessionist fight that is building. The headers issue is just a fringe issue. You can see the recent upsurge in the attacks against security agents in the southeast and along the Cross River corridor, the source said. And the source is the military, it's the security source. Now they are telling us that, they have tried, that all this while now, nobody is talking about S-men. Nobody is talking about it. This is exactly what they want to portray to the whole world. For as many of you that are listening, this is a report that we are reporting. Some of you will come and be telling us what is not. Well, if you talk anyhow, you see anyhow. we are talking of what this thing. Somebody will say something and analyze it. You will not get the analysis. You will not be telling that, oh, it is somebody that is saying it. This is coming from the security source. For those who are open-minded, those who have been following all this whole thing, you will know that the government is not sincere, and we have been saying it, and I've said it times without number. These people have come out to say they are not, because when you read terrorists, they don't shy away from taking responsibility of what they have done, because to them is a pride. Yes, we have done this, we have done that. Now I'm sure it is a Ipob and ESN that have been going about in the middle belts, even in the north that they are coming from, even in the southwest. It is the same Ipob. Then what do you have to say about the Fulani Esme in all their regions? Because now you are trying to paint it that it is ESN that is doing all of this, which is not true. Like I said, the terrorists always like to claim that glory that they have done this. These people say they don't know anything about it, and you want to force it down on them. We know how things have been going on in this country. They don't do investigation. They pick and choose what they want to talk about, or the people they want to arrest. How many Fulanis have you arrested? Even before ESN came on board. How many Fulanis have you arrested? Those who are raping? Are you telling us that you have not heard anything, and you want people? Well, unfortunately, those who are still suffering are still believing all this security experts or the government itself. Is unfortunate. We learned that in the north, an helicopter is dropping weapons for people there, and they have called this man's name. What is Abdul Salami? That is the owner of the helicopter, and the man has come out to say he does not know anything about it. But you are not forcing it on them, and the residents of that place are saying this thing are happening, and they are not even talking about it. They are not talking about it. The only thing this government is looking for, they don't want people to talk. Even those who are talking about one Nigeria, they are still arresting them, because those ones are still calling for, they are asking for what? They are asking for good governance. They don't want you to talk about it. They don't want to say anything about it. Now you are telling us that Ipob has large clique of weapons on high sea coming into southeast. Really? According to your findings, the same thing you told us that they are bringing bomb from Lagos to Imo State, and at the end of the day, we didn't say anything. Oh, Ipob wants to attack Lagos. They want to do this. The commissioner of police. What are all of these things for? What are all of these things for? This is, until the southeast leaders, whether they are governors, whether they are traditional rulers, whatever the position they are holding, until they come together, I don't know, because of this 2023 or whatever, or there's something that is making them not to speak or to say the right thing. Not to say the right thing. The same Imo State, the governor is saying that they are politicians or whatever, and the police, the security agencies are saying that it must be Ipob. It must be them. In as much you are not going to see anything concerning Fulani Esme that are causing this problem, yet people will not continue to believe anything you are going to be saying. I mean, coming from the government, the report coming from the government.